Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. I'm back, baby. A little more Monster Train today. I wanted to say at the start of this one because I've seen a few people saying this. If you don't know, I stream 5 days a week, a little more actually lately. I'm either live right now when this video goes up, which I probably will be because this will be Saturday and I'm planning on being live tomorrow. So I'll probably be live for a few more hours when this video goes up, or I'm live 7 hours after this video goes up at 10:30 Eastern. So you can check the live tab for scheduled streams on the channel. But yeah, a few people have been like, oh, I didn't even know this guy streamed. So yeah, if you want to come hang out and watch some live Monster Train, you can come hang out. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. And anything else I want to tell you? Join the Discord. There's a link in the description. You can come hang out in there and talk about Monster Train. And yeah, that's about it. And I'm live on YouTube and Twitch, by the way. So if you prefer one or the other, that's the other thing. Alright, what we got today? We got Exile Stygian, Exile Banish. Not too bad. Pyre of Savagery, not my favorite Pyre. I think it's kind of binary. We'll either hit a sweeper or we won't, is how it's going to play. And Solgard, he's alright. And this is Pushback, and this is Dominion. I've been fighting this one a lot lately, I feel like. Okay, and Siren of the Sea Opener. I need to be better about registering how strong we are in the early game, so let's take a little effort here. How's that sound? Volatile Gauge is not good with Foregone Power. It's very bad. Inspire Secondary is whatever. I will play Token of a Traitor. And this is... It's probably Titan Channel. Banished Valor for Solgard isn't bad. Actually, Valor Solgard does sound kind of nice. But, man, I do feel like this should just do 65. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to try out Titan Channel. I don't think I've played him in the new patch. Okay, so let's look ahead. Take a quick little moment. If we're going to try to play around Savagery Pyre, we want to go to this banner, which we can do if we go here. I think that you really want a Steel Shop in the early game, and so I will play accordingly, and we'll go here, ideally. I have to be careful, though, I don't die in this fight, which is why I should take Titan Channel, because Titan Channel will just guarantee that I win this early game, right? With a little help from Siren of the Sea. So I think I am strong enough to fight these next two fights pretty confidently without taking any upgrades. I don't mind the -1 draw or anything like that. We can play a middle floor idea or a top floor idea. It actually doesn't matter, so I may as well play top floor. And I'll skip the Shield Stewards to not mess up the boss. Those are the sorts of things I gotta be thinking about these days. I do care more about number of casts here than I care about Valor. Aw, man. Oh well. Unlucky. If you play middle floor, I think maybe you catch that guy, so it's a shame. Also, I said I don't want to play out the stewards, but I do actually really like putting out one line of shield steward, spear steward here. This fight is basically unlosable, though, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Not even basically. I think this fight is unlosable. Solgard Titan Channel is really strong early. Just make sure you don't put any units in front of the boss, and you'll be fine. And I didn't know for sure he was really strong early. I just assumed he'd be really strong early because he was really strong early in the past, and he does appear to be quite strong. And yeah, I don't think it's bad for these guys to do 70-something damage. Seems fine. But again, it doesn't really matter here. We're very good. I don't think I have a single spell for this Mollusk Mage to buff, by the way. Crypt Builder is cool. I like it a little more than Crystallis. I just pick between these two, whichever one doesn't have the Ember in this position, and that's Crypt Builder. Cleave is a game winner. This card is so good. This fixes a lot of problems. Alright, let's see if we can high roll a sweeper here now. Holdover, Holy Stone is really good. Okay, no sweeper, so we're probably just going to ignore Pyre of Savagery for the remainder of this run, if I were to guess. That's fine. I'm just going to play like it's not there. It's a nice little benefit, but it doesn't matter. With the sweeper, I would care a little more. Now, I'm going to assume that I will find an answer that hard counters Dominion, which leads me to believe that I should play Nameless Siren because her damage output is much higher. And I should look here for Holdover Cleave. And I'll hold out for Intrinsic. Holdover Cleave... basically, again, I have to reiterate, I'm going to be ignoring Pyre of Savagery now. I think this is really hard to do, but sometimes you just have to ignore your permascaling. It feels weird, but in this position, it doesn't do anything. I think if you get a sweeper, you play around it, and if you don't, you don't. And I did not. So I shall not. I wonder if you, with stasis, this guy will still be able to cleave. Oh, also, there's no reason not to play Train Steward bottom 4. That's just a misplay. Do you think he could cleave? I have no idea. Hopefully I get 3 spells here I can play. I got 1. That's not great. Well, I have to restart the fight now, basically. Yeah, alright. It's my fault. I should just play top 4. I know it's the right idea. Now, because I misplayed the Shield Steward, I'm not going to play him, because even though it's correct to play him, it'll change the draw, and I don't like changing the draw when I replay fights, if I can help it. But yeah, this is a not great opener, for sure. And maybe I should just go kill this 65 HP guy, in fact. Maybe you just crypt build this guy and then the fight becomes a lot simpler. That's whatever. I've been getting, like, a little perfectionist-y lately. I've been trying really hard on optimizing my turns and I've been undoing little mistakes. I need to get back out of that because I don't like it. Presumably I will draw 2 spells here, I hope. Good. And now we're back. Yeah, you just have to give yourself the time, I guess. It's weird to think about, because you would think that playing a lower floor to stop the curses would make more sense, but it actually doesn't help you very much. Wow, token of a traitor, good job. Do I win this fight? My Solgard's kind of low on HP. I guess this is only 8 damage, and now we start cleaving every turn. And we can play a little Inspire. I don't win this fight. Interesting. Now I do, of course, but yeah, you know. Not too crazy. My damage isn't that high right now. And I need to work on... so I need to clean this deck up a little bit for sure. I think it's fine to pick Crystallis. These aren't good. I would pick Challenge here if it didn't have a Calcified Ember on it, because it is nice to have. No, you know what? I will take this, actually. This might be a situation where I just clean up these Calcified Embers, but it's going to be better to kill the Stewards anyway. So I don't know. Dualism, Endless. Dualism Rage has to be insane. Dualism Firebrand. These are cool, but they're no good. And we need to do this first. It's definitely Dualism for Rage 6 on Incant. And I would really like to put a multi-strike on this unit, but it's kind of scary, isn't it? 10 HP? And it's a Spikes Kale fight? I need to find a way to kill backliners then. It might just be a sweeper anyway. Because 6-8 or 20 HP doesn't help against Spikes Kale anyway, so yeah, we just have to find our answer. I guess it's a free incant, right? You could probably play the sap one. Stygian Spike is not too bad. And my backline clearing and plan is probably Cleave, but it depends on how it interacts with Stasis, is my feeling. So, I would love to roll, but I can't find anything I can buy here, so I just have to leave it. Maybe if you want to be safe, you take like a +20 on Siren of the Sea or something. Because this is pushback Archeon. And he will just kill my other Siren. Hang on a minute. Interesting, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna leave. I think it's not super important. I think I'm okay. But he's a little scary with this 150 HP. What we'll do is we'll play middle floor. And then we'll play the Nameless Siren top floor. Absolutely nightmarish draw. Do you get the armor? Wow, that's actually kind of fucked up too, that you don't get the armor even though he's in stasis. Interesting. Okay. And with this draw, it would have been okay-ish to play top 4, I think, as well here. Oh, this is really good. Never mind. I'm happy here. We go 1, and we're unfazed immediately. I need to try to get these embers out, but we are like barely keeping our head above water, it feels like right now. And the reason we put up the siren is because she actually can live, where the nameless siren cannot. But maybe with a little armor she'll get somewhere, who knows. Doubtful. I could try for Token of a Traitor to give me a kill here. But it seems unlikely, and I think I'm just gonna end up... Well, the question you have to ask yourself is, if I Token of a Traitor, am I just gonna end up taking more damage because I lose to the boss? I don't know. I'm definitely playing out this Calcified Ember. It's like 6 damage, but it saves me 1. You know what? It's fine. I missed, but it saves me 1. If I had gotten 2 shots at it, it would have been nice. But the RNG was always going to be pretty tough there, I suppose. And I'm always taking 4 times 2 from this top floor guy. Oh, but Cleave is finally here, and now everything's much nicer. Now I just cleave. -7. Okay, so I need to challenge because I take 1 to save 4. And now everything's roughly lined up correctly, but my damage output isn't that high for Archeon. Maybe I need to play Divinity here for plus 10 HP. I don't know, am I dead, actually? I'm not sure. I didn't end up as strong. It's 100 damage per round, 3-4 rounds. Yeah, I'm not even close to winning this. Wow. I wonder if there's anything you can do to make this better. Let's play it through, because maybe I get him with a little frostbite and a little sap or something, but I don't know. Oh, frostbite. Yeah, let me give this one more attempt and see if there's a line through this, because I thought Titan Channel should carry me through this, but 60 HP is not enough as it seems. So let's try playing a top floor Titan Channel idea, and we'll just put the Nameless Siren middle floor. The real problem here is that my secondary units are useless. Like, this unit does nothing. So we get to do Mollusk Mage to tank the pushback into 90 damage. I need to put as much damage into Archeon as I can possibly find here, I think. It's tough because my spells are so expensive, but this is worth... is it worth as much? No, I think it is worth more to play Inspire. I think this is actually your best play. I need like one more space on this fight, realistically. Or some better spells, something. Okay, I think my plays have caused my run to look a little different, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. A Token of a Traitor hit to kill the Spearman changes everything, yeah, because now I avoid pushback. And I'm going to go put Sap here to put up Frostbite. And I'm going to put my entire focus on trying to just kill the boss, instead of putting my focus on saving any HP. Cleave is meaningless, so it goes up here. And I think I should... Oh, sapping Solgard for 4 is kind of tough. But it's neutral for Siren of the Sea, and it's more HP. And she's going to end up in front anyway. Gross. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah, I take this one Archeon hit, sadly. But I did okay at mitigating him, I think. This hand? Not very good. But we have a little more HP to play through, and we have some Frostbite ticking, so maybe it's alright. It feels like I'm very close. And a lot better off. The sap is so vicious. It's insane. What What if I skip the cleave? I don't know. I can't get anything through to Archeon, right? Hilarious. I love you, Foregone Power. You're my favorite card. I'm gonna cleave once. It saves me 7 HP. If I'm dead here, I'm dead here, right? I think I did what I could. If this just isn't good enough, so be it. I think it's really close, though, at least. Yeah, okay. We have, like, just barely enough to live with the top 4 line. It's just 2 fights in a row where I had to play top 4 instead of middle 4, huh? The extra 1 round of damage is really good, I suppose. Death Metal Hymnist, if you can ever put it on the board, is really good. Multi-strike here. Actually, I think this thing is like game-winning, even better than good. I think it's a play around. Skip here, and I'm gonna take space, I think. What's the future like? Hold on. Magic Shop is decent. I need to make this deck cheaper, and also I don't hate Pyre Remains. Arms Merchant's okay. I really don't feel good about this run though, because while I survived this fight, I did have to restart, and I did lose, right? I don't feel good about how this one played out. I feel like it shouldn't be like this, but I'm gonna play it through, of course, because I think it's more interesting than just going, oh, I lost and starting over, or throwing out the video. But it is tough to think about how I should have played this differently. And I want to think about it, actually. What should I have done differently in this early game? I think I got baited by Pyre of Savagery, if I'm being honest with you. I probably should have just gone left and then played a second floor of banished units, realistically. It's more of a learning lesson than anything else, though. Anyway, I have to take energy here. I was going to take space. I have to take energy for the Death Metal Hymnist, and I want him. Okay, we're going to go right here because I want to pick up magic upgrades. I don't care about what's in this banner. It's too late. I mean, you could pick Shark, I guess. He's fine. I have the energy. Hold over, double stack. I don't really care for anything held over here. I need to -1. I need to -1 cleave, but I don't want to. Because I want to just give it intrinsic. But what if I miss intrinsic? I'm going to greed. Double stacking the spike is okay, but it's kind of expensive. I don't think it's worth it. +20 consume, nah. Alright, high roll, please. Nice. That's very fortunate. And then if I had a little more money, we could do -2 consume and then gain consume on Eternal Stone. Or on the Divinity, which would be really nice, but no. It's hard, I think, to get to 10 shard. I think that's going to be the big question. How the hell do we get to 10 shards on this guy? It's a very big challenge. And I've got 2 calcified embers I'm in debt with, and I'm not super strong into this fight. In fact, I have to play no Rage Siren again, because I'm just getting a bunch of fights that have backline access. But we just go top 4. She can hang out down here. And so we'll just go as many spell casts as we can get. It's all that matters, right? All that matters is unphasing Solgard, and then holdover cleave will carry the rest of the run for me. So now I think that the rest of this run actually plays out pretty smoothly because I have most of my problems answered, but getting through the early game has been a real problem for me. But I think from here it's very good. And so it does, for the purposes of cleave, it counts Solgard, but for the purposes of Valor, I actually think this is probably a bug, right? This doesn't seem like it's how it should work. I think that it should be giving Valor to the front unit when Solgard is phased, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to let the Collector go. I don't need much else in this run. From like a money standpoint, I don't think I need a lot. I guess it's good to remove, though. I do kind of need to remove cards. Thanks, Calcified Ember. Very cool. And it would be nice to put a little Valor on Solgard to give him a buffer. But alas. I only give him one. How are we doing here? We're doing fine, right? My damage output is actually kind of low. I said I think we're strong. Are we actually strong? Am I weak right now? I'm not so sure. Huh. I win if I play just cleave, but yeah, I don't actually kill this boss. And I guess I'm overestimating how strong 120 HP with no actual sustain in the clan is. Which sucks, but I live. This Pyre does have 95 attack, so I don't take a ton of damage. In fact, I think he only gets me once. Nice. So it's only 15, but I am a lot weaker than I thought I would be. Frenzied Swarm will help. This card is quite good. That's a lot of sustain. And then these are a skip. And if I can get that bird out, it's also very good. I couldn't put it down there because the bird just dies to the corruption anyway. But yeah, I need to play for money here. These aren't good. I'll play Icicle Fracture. Quick Dagger is meaningless. Zephyr is meaningless. Boiler Room isn't bad for energy because I'm going to be cleaving. And the only thing that's really better is Blood-Soaked Arena, but Blood-Soaked Arena isn't even that good. I could play Boiler Room, I suppose. I'm just desperately removing cost from my cards so that I can take draw at the next juncture, which is tough because then I don't get space, which means I don't get double Sirens. So maybe this run is actually kind of doomed. I think it is okay to play Frenzied Swarm. It's just a little weird because it messes with your foregone powers. Believe. Okay, now in this fight I can play my Siren finally. That's the good news. I can't make the enemies any stronger though. I'm clearly having trouble. But good news is I can finally play my Dualism Nameless Siren that I got 2 flights ago, or 2 floors ago, and then was never able to place. Because I just got countered in every fight for not giving her value. That's just how it is though. We kind of get out of the having some of these unit cards in my deck because they just get frozen, so I guess that's nice. Models Mage frozen. It's hard to play Death Metal Hymnist because I'll drop my cleave, though. That's what I'm realizing. And my cleave is kind of important. Solgard, why aren't you awake? What's up with that? I want to play Calcified Ember Cleave, but I don't think I can. Which sucks, because I really want to cleave. I would like to be free of this hell. But I guess I have to play, like, Cleave Mollusk Mage. And Inspire. It's okay. And you could probably just play Frenzied Swarm instead in that case. But I like keeping these, and I'll keep the Frenzied Swarm for later. You can go away. Not ideal though, for sure, because I'm about to get sapped up as well. This is worse than... I thought this was going to be like a freebie, man. But I can't unphase my fucking Solgard. He's a monster. He won't free himself from his eternal shackles. Wake up. The fog is coming. If there's a turn for it, I'll play this Hymnist. Actually, probably with it frozen, I'll just play it on the turn the boss walks up. Multi-strike is really good here, and the extra hit is also really good into this boss, so... yeah. My hand is filling up. What a life, I can play my cards. Oh, I can do it on this turn with the Boiler Room, that's pretty good. Multi-strike changes everything. Me. Nice, and then I even get this Divinity out. Cool. Maybe I do need to look for some more Valor to mitigate my damage. I don't know. This run actually, it went very quickly from good to like, I don't see a world where I'm winning this, which is crazy because I thought I was so strong. Why feed Harvest? I don't know, because this guy's dead anyway. 245 times 2. At least I win. I think I prefer Solgard to be the one who has the chance to get the kill. Oh, I hope it doesn't go to... Oh, we do get a bunch of free slays actually from the reanimate. That's nice for the Pyre. This guy's worth a decent amount of slays, which is cool. I forgot about that. Reanimate every one of those is a slay trigger for this Pyre. Not bad. I just cannot pick another calcified ember, I'm pretty sure. Guardian Stone is interesting because it is some survivability, but I don't think it's ever enough. Benediction is a really good spell to click on. Although, actually, Shield of Wing on Solgard, that's 220 damage every time he gets struck. That would have been a lot better. My fault, I apologize. I should have thought a little more. I think Benediction is really good too, but like, yeah, you know. Oh, I'm an idiot, sorry. It's okay, but yeah, I forgot. I was just autopiloting through to see if there was anything else here. I should have actually taken the multi-strike upgrade first. I've been getting in the habit of doing the multi-strikes last, or like the upgrades from the shops last, more accurately. This is really good though. The box to just load up the free, it's now 2 Malus Mages and the Hymnist for free at the start of the round. I'm happy with that. So, fortunate despite my foolishness. I think that while I would like to play this multi-strike, I actually need to play Incan Armor. Since I have multi-strike coming out of the Jack in the Box, it's probably right. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? There's not much on the... I have to have it for the corruption, because I'm not actually looking like I'm getting an answer to corruption that's good to stop the action. So I might just end up tanking it. But if that's the case, my bird dies anyway. I kind of need this damage, don't I? I think I need it, actually. And I'm going to spend a little bit on removing cards now. And it's going to be the stewards that go. Okay. I'll do the rest of the pathing once we get there. Was there a 20 in here? No. Okay. I'll do the rest of the pathing after we survive this fight. No need to do a bunch of thinking if I'm just not even confident I survive Kale. Which I think I should be fine. Endless on this shark would be nice. Kale does swing a 22 on me here, huh? So I have to play middle floor? And I use the Shield Steward to give me an extra turn of scaling time, I guess. Hmm. Four spells. Not bad. And then I guess it's okay. Ish. Can't play Spike, you gotta play Cleave. And then you gotta play... Oh, sorry, no, that's incorrect. You have to play the Spike for 2. What am I, a fool? I have the winning line right in front of me and I just throw it away for what? For fun. Spike for 2 and then you live. Although you're gonna just... No, you're not gonna strike. You don't take corruption. And then Solgard wakes up and everything's okay. Everything is not okay. This guy got double eaten. Eek. And then we play cleave. And now everything's okay. We are like super glass cannon. This shit falls apart so fast. I actually just think it's impossible to win this run the more I look at it, because like how the fuck does this Solgard unit unphase in time to frontline for Nameless Siren? It's unfathomable, in my opinion. I don't think we can possibly win the Titan fight with this lineup as it is, so we gotta figure out what we're gonna do to make this okay. Because our damage output once we get to this point is crazy, but everything just falls apart so fast. We kind of just crumble. Hey. Alright, I accept. At least we have the boiler room letting us play all our cards. That is really helpful. But yeah, if I wasn't killing the boss pre-combat, I would probably just be dying here. Thankfully I win. Because my Siren does 900. So how do we fix this position? That's what we have to ask ourselves. How do we make this okay? How do we stabilize here? Basically, how do I play 15 cards on Solgard before my Siren dies? That's what you have to ask yourself. I'm thinking about it. Give me a sec. It was definitely second spike. It's a free incant. I think you have to take space, and we have to put in the Siren of the Sea in front of the Nameless Siren to act as a tank in the interim. I didn't see it at the time, so I should have put Incant Armor 2 on the Siren of the Sea. But I think it's the only way. Arms Merchant could show me nothing much, honestly. And the Magic Shop comes with 2 removals and a full heal. Holdover. I do need to see, or I want to see a duplicate. What the hell? How'd I get back here? You're 15, man. It's so hard to see. 15 is so nuts. 275, 250 though. I just play this and I play 2 cleaves and he solos everything. All I have to do is make it to 15 shards, and it's okay. How do you make it to 15 shards? It's hard. It's like 3 turns in a perfect world, and realistically it's like 4 or 5 turns, probably. I might, but 250 HP is so good. It's reasonable to say he might just win on his own with this stat line. So I need to keep Shield Steward. I need to clean up some foregone powers, and probably this 3-cost Divinity card needs to go. Okay, then we have -2 gain consume, which goes on Benediction. We have Holdover for Frenzied Swarm, which is okay. And then the Holy Stone Crypt Builder for the HP. No, that's a huge mistake. Sorry, because if I can't roll now, and I need to roll for intrinsic. Yeah, my bad. It's not the end of the world. Holy Stone is good. I think that it would be a lot better to play intrinsic here, but I'm not going to lament over it. Because what if I missed? I can make a case either way here, and it's okay, but I should just play Holy Stone. Or I should just roll for intrinsic, rather. Because you could also see remove consume Benediction there, which is really good. Or double stack Benediction. So yeah, there's no excuse. It's a misplay. It is what it is. This is a curse fight? Okay. I need you to allow me to do a reset here. I need to see what this first wave is, though. I need to see if this play is viable. You are not the right guy, sorry. I don't know this wave. I think there's a heavy in it, but I'm not certain. I need to see what's in this wave. Who are you? There's not a heavy in it. Okay, so it is fine to play bottom floor first turn. And that's 5 spells. If we can do that for 3 straight turns. Okay, so I can play bottom 4 here. I don't mind resetting for things like this because I just don't know the fight very well. And I didn't have to reset anyway. So it's cool. I don't care about this guy hitting me once or twice. We play Cleave. We play Frenzied Swarm. And we're actually pretty good. Here comes the multi-strike. This was bad draw too. This was bottom deck multi-strike. I've seen a lot of people say, by the way, that they think that this Boiler Room is OP. I do feel like it's not as strong as people make it out to be, because a lot of times you end up, or I end up anyway, in this position where it just is useless. It doesn't do anything for me. And so, I don't know. Also, I got lucky there. I kind of fucked up my turn order. Frenzied Swarm doesn't cause 0. And the foregone powers are unplayable, which is why they're no good in Incant at this point. But, that's okay. This looked a lot better than I thought it would. I still don't feel good about this run. I want to make sure I emphasize, I don't feel great about how this one is playing. Because I feel like I've had to mess around. I had to mess around too much with it, honestly. I don't like any of these. And I think it's fine to pick up another Benediction. Okay, now I must go to the steel shop to duplicate Cleave? No, I don't have to. I can go right here. I think it's fine. Get myself back to full HP, because removing 2 cards is also really strong here. Out of the Eternals is a little silly. Any intrinsics? There is an intrinsic here. There's basically no justice. Play bad, get rewarded. That's the game, apparently. And I will take a -1 on the new Benediction. I will leave. I don't think Crown of the Eternal is anything here because my defenses are pretty locked. And so I just have to remove all the foregone powers I can afford to, which is 2. So we basically end this run with 2 curses in the foregone powers and then the 2 vengeful shards. Otherwise, this is a pretty compact and good deck. We will see if it is good enough. Anything else to do here? No removals? I can go look at what I missed in here. Nothing. Okay. I've never seen this Martyr's Signet outside of the final pick. It's kind of insane. But yeah, I feel like I needed to... I don't even feel like I needed to think a little harder. I just need to be a little smarter. This feels like I should play middle 4. Because the shark can buffer 1 round of corruption for me. And the Shield Steward baits Seraph, so we get like 3 turns of starting up here. Which is good. These spikes on turn 1, not so good. This is a bad first turn, actually. Five Frostbite for... It's -1 damage shield, which doesn't matter that much, I guess. It's for 2 casts, it's kind of really important. It's the only way those spikes are bad is if you draw them on a turn where there is no one on the floor. Hey, leave Death Metal Hymnist alone. Yeah, it's fine. I made Frenzied Swarm free. So now Holdover Intrinsic Frenzied Swarm completely neutralizes corruption, and it will let me stop Savagery from doing damage to my Pyre also. It'll just take a little bit for my Solgard to wake up, but that doesn't matter very much, because this way doesn't have high damage waves. So it doesn't matter all that much if it takes a while. Okay. For a second there, sorry, I didn't actually look at the turn. I just had a thought and I had to play it immediately. Because for a second there I was like, is Are these guys not corrupting because Solgard is phased? But no, that's not how it works. That was going to be a crazy find, though, if that was actually true. Solgard's phased, so corruption is completely ignored. That would be insane. But no. That's okay. So one of the reasons I thought this run looked unwinnable, by the way, if you're curious, I thought this wasn't going to be winnable because I was so mentally locked in on having to take draw here that I couldn't see another line. But yeah, this Siren of the Sea fixes everything without making my life hell. And we just do 1200, and now we're reasonably strong. I just had to see the stabilization by having the Siren in front, because otherwise you don't have much to worry about, I don't believe. Like, I don't think you have to care about any damage beyond the first few turns. And she's there to soak up. Because basically what I was thinking is, how do I survive the 5 corruption on the Titans? And the answer was, I don't. I don't think I do. I might just die. But it works out. We get there. Pretty nicely. 38 damage is all you take. 1 hit. Indeed. But again, I have to reiterate, while this run looks really strong in the ending, and it's like, it's nice to posture and be like, oh, look at how strong I am, this is crazy. This run wasn't good. I died at Archeon, for sure. My goal is to get to a point where I never have to restart battle. So the reason I died at Archeon was because I overestimated how strong I was. Now, to be fair, I don't think I need to be so hard on myself, because this is my first time playing Titan Channel, and the best way for me to learn how good things are is to just play them. And you can see here, Titan Channel, in a run where he doesn't have any active support in his HP, dies in the early game and then stabilizes late. It's not too bad. I could play the Steward down here and I save 5. Although I could also daze, but I would rather play the Steward. Sorry, I didn't count. I thought I had 4. Oh, I played Boiler Room. No, I'm not gonna 50-50 my run. That seems bad. But yeah, I could also daze, but it's fine not to because I can save it and get the extra cast in here. But you gotta remember, one thing about this is you can't daze entropy. Important note. And every cast is 3. Oh, look at that! You do bypass the Dominion because he's trying to put corruption on this Solgard. That's cool. I think unfortunately my Siren is dead exactly, but hopefully she held the line long enough. Hopefully she held off that long enough that I can unphase. No, she's dead. Interesting. You know what I think, though? I actually think it doesn't matter. Weird, right? But I think it doesn't matter. Because I'm pretty sure I unphase Solgard here, and then he actually just plays and kills everything with Cleave. All I have to do is unphase Solgard, and I think I win. Unfortunately, I cannot. I'm drawing infinity curses. It's close. If I can kill this assassin somehow. I'm actually probably still alive. I don't know. I'd like to not have to reset this fight. Because I can win this fight, all I have to do is put the Jack in the Box in front. Once again, I just overestimated how good Solgard would be at getting himself free. Unfortunately. But now you just kind of play Cleave every turn and I think you win. Eight, 16, 30. I only take 30 damage. It's not that bad. It takes a while to kill Entropy here, though. Without the sirens. I might just not have the HP because I'm Savagery Pyre. Yeah, I might just not have it. I got 2 free incants off of that, though. That's kind of cool. I don't need incants anymore, do I? No, I don't. Alright. Fair enough. That doesn't even do anything. And you're like so dead. I just daze this dude every turn. I take 3 per round and we see if we actually can win in time. Because now it's just cleave these guys, you know, play whatever you gotta play, and then daze here. And I have 4 turns of life left, roughly. I don't think I have any sap built in, so I think I just don't quite have the damage, unfortunately. Oh, but on a turn like this, I can come up here and gain an extra play. I did take a bunch of damage. It's interesting to see if you can worm your way out of this, I think. Oh yeah, and then we just go sap. I actually did have another sap card. Cool. How far off am I? Do I need to be... I need to be dazing here. Hang in there, Solgard. Is he dead exactly? Actually, no, he's alive. He's alive. No, he is dead from the entropy. I might... Wow, this is so close, actually. It's kind of wild. Because you do cleave, and then he's dead, and then I just have to find 472 damage. I think I can do it. I just needed 1 more turn. I fucked up here for sure by putting Solgard down to 1 like I did. Rise up, fellas. I know you've got this. I know you've got this. I don't think they've got this. It's just insane. Look at how far off I am. I'm off by like 120 damage. Are you kidding me? Look at this. I fall short. 138 is how far I'm off. Unbelievable. There's nothing for me to draw, though. Alright, I'm gonna take my win because I can win this fight very easily if I make a very small edit to the floor layout, but that was so close. I was feeling it. Yeah, but you should just put the siren in the back. There's no reason not to put the siren in the back. The nameless siren, that is, and then you're just chilling. You play this fight exactly the same. Put siren in the back. It's not close. Unfazed Solgard as fast as we can. The curses from Savagery are pretty fucked up. Did my turn draw differently? Feels like it did. Oh well. It doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, you're dead exactly, so I should be spiking up here as a result. Of course. But now we just let the Malus mages, and if we have to lose the multi-strike guy, we lose the multi-strike guy, right? It's not the end of the world. We just let those guys buffer for us on the bad turns. Oh, but we do lose cleave value here, actually. That kind of matters. Not a lot, though. But this way I also will just not let, like, 1,000,000 damage walk through on me, I believe. I hope. You feeling lucky? No. Me neither. Oh, I just died a sweep. Yeah, okay. My fault. I won't ever feel lucky again. I think I'm actually still in a bad spot, crazily enough. No, I'm not. I play fucking Frenzy Storm. Hello? Sorry, it's bad. I shouldn't be doing that. I should not be, like, resetting in this way, but the reality of the situation is I would never play that. Like, you know. The reality is I would never take the role to try to... There's not even a reason to take that role, actually. That's just stupid. Anyway, now you're winning, guaranteed. I just was silly before. And like I said, it's a strange run because I win, but I don't feel good about it. Having to reset twice. And it's bad because I should be thinking. And I shouldn't just be taking the run for granted. That's how it feels. I feel like I should... I don't... It's mostly important that I don't get complacent to me, right? I don't want to be just spamming resets. But I'll give it to myself, I suppose. I mean, I have no choice. I'm already here. I need to hold myself to the higher standard, though. Or not. I mean, who cares? It's just a fucking video game. But I care. It's interesting to look at. I do, like... my notes that I'll take away from this, because resetting the battle lets us play the fights through and learn how to play them better, right? What do I think about this? I think that Titan Channel Solgard is significantly worse than I expected he would be. Like, a lot worse. I'm pretty sure if you play this run with Cold Channel Solgard, you're gonna have a much better time. Because the problem of unphasing him is really, really tough. In my opinion. He has a lot of trouble actually getting unphased. And that's a big problem, man. Getting him unphased, because it's harder to take draw, so getting him unphased in 3 or 4 turns is sometimes really bad. But also, I do believe that if you play Titan Channel Solgard with Cleave, he probably solos the entire game on his own. Well, maybe he needs a little bit of help, right? But 2 Cleaves plus Titan Channel Solgard is kind of just everything. But you have to cast 15 spells, which remains really hard. It was my problem with him in Monster Train 1, it's my problem with him in Monster Train 2. It's really hard to cast 15 spells before you just get run over. Like, picking him into Savagery, how do you kill heavies? You probably just struggle. I think one thing in his favor is that Intrinsic bypasses the initial hand draw, so if you get like a good Intrinsic card that you duplicate a few times, he probably has a little bit of a better time getting unfazed, but I don't know. I think this run would have been made much, much better by just playing Cold Channel and letting him frontline from the start and just building like Valor on him, you know? Oh, one other thing, I got fucking swindled by Savagery Pyre. I think I'm gonna stop picking pathing, just trying to hit sweepers because it's super fake. I did not... The odds are not in your favor and you're gonna lose more than you win. If you hit it, it's nice. If you miss it, whatever. So ultimately, even though I'm not happy with this run, I did learn some stuff, which is nice. There's still a lot to learn. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.